She enti sa NDC party ya so omo ya omo adwen so omo ne no kra eto nkwanta omo apai e dem kra na omo gi wo oman Ghana hase.
Just look at this. Now the IMF is telling the NDC to stop injecting more dollars into the system just to stabilize the city.
Eto comedian Cedi Mahama aso ayeshipa on the Bank of Ghana governor. Dr. Siama almost so ayeshi after say IMF International Monetary Fund omo ebemu efa dollar cedi rate and sen me cost of Ghana hanom omo say masa munya de mo kire Ghana hanom. Bank of Ghana governor Dr. Siama you careful na cedi no any dollar and sen no Ghana e artificial you careful. Omo Mahama that one no dollar na start air cost ro ana Ghana for say e hen ne ha say na open na moye fragadam eni o ma be ka bi pa a kire Mahama e wo social media montene so aha Penyah block media mess was any dim obe like video no that my boss subscribe button so na be click the notification icon for the latest update na be kire wa adwen dia ma me e wo comments so mess was oba so no a share video mo for so enya bi ahwe it's the last quick one it's the bia ya me ka say Mahama mamu we mu no ade a di tira ye na adia boa no eh de tira akonwa so apɛ out of nowhere ana dollar ta say e ba form no nkwa na mo panetira ye enye sa agawu mi do nyame senya dollar ba form aga Mahama agawu because dollar ba form it doesn't reflect in the market and reflect it. Transportation it doesn't reflect bibia no dollar reflect it di dollar ba form no ba di aka dollar ba form e fa ba bi aboa no ana aboa opana amamu mo from May mu ana dollar start say e ba form I say just say e ba form in fact na buga every day bia na e face depreciation of not less than 50 pesos every day. It took just a month to reduce from 15.75 to as low as 10 cedis. E ma be kai e ko from kwa no Padmo NDC ni I was a businessman or because we a businessman now we can into dollars say san ebra cedis and yes by the end of June July the dollar no abedru 4 cedis ema entuma me dru 4 cedis later na ma for because there be dollar yi say ba for me boom there adini artificial e be so there be artificial e man who is a businessman for na asset air complain say dollar ba from but Bank of Ghana any dollar they have the rate abochi na kra dollar abochi waso a ebo na Bank of Ghana dey gugu no ene no na abochi dey turn ne ma abochi bonko what does it abochi bon no wasoro Bank of Ghana will rate only dollar e jama baga see ene Dr. Siama Bank of Ghana governor munya keep into Padmo krona no obema assurance say by July ending na dollar abedru 4 cedis no onu ha na say be send a warning to Mahama any Bank of Ghana so omunya hweye enye sa adene bi affect you mu
Dr. Siama, the governor of Bank of Ghana, Doc, William, there is a problem. So one thing make sure there is a problem. I mean, say what business people let you come here, import, and ye easy my cry. Problem ne say, see your core banks near per se transfers ko ye business. Ye per Forex, ye nyabi. Say per dollar the air transfer ako to turn nyoma bakruma beton doc ebini ho. That is the truth. The reason is that first near face more injections by banks CEOs and managers nibi and a ball lie behind the doors. But see almost yan clear say there are no forests. The forest is not available. And if that is the case, and you find it is very bad. Because listen, every day sorry ni per frek and I ye per dollar ye bi and then I'm ban ye and then e koso mi anka sam ne me koso $180,000. Manyabi forest there are no forests. About bear two na bank into me mami rate because on nim rate or de mami because on nim so beti me aya na se wonti me. And I'm afraid again some pen kwasi asem kano krechere me. And was a bra ebini ho. And that is the problem all the banks are facing now. Don't I see mami hu ye faith. Ebini ho abra na beka kire se ebini ho. Ye nyina ye Ghana for. Bra na be kire se dollar na ebini ho. Ebi nso wɔ hɔ na ɔde ma banks no ɔmo ade po ɔmo points a. Ma ye hu ni ehu ɔkwan de befa so. Because entimi mma sɛ mi wo sika gu hɔ na me pɛ me ye transfer. Na me supply e frɛ me. Sɛ me metua me nneɔma ka no hye po nneɔma. Na enye sɛ me ni sika. Na me kɔpɛ dollar de akɔ no mo nya mamia. Me ya banks ibe mami and I turn swift 21 days na me sika ntimi nkɔ. Na di mo recharge me nneɔma wɔ. Me enye sɛ me ni sika nso na me boka. Okwan amode ye nam so no enye fɛ. Mo ye madwuma ye tua moka. Yesrɛ mo ma ye nso ye adwuma ngu. Ha dwen we enya NDC asem, enya party asem, ya ye election ya bibi awie. We ye kyekere Ghana ye bu oman. Enti mo hwɛ na mo solve problem because obi agi akatua. Mo adwuma no. Mo make sure say mo be Forex na available. Say ne ye pebi dia kodidwa ye benya dia didwa. Maya mo kra ndro ni aduane sisi a wontimi nkra bie mu a den na ebesi wo kromu a wo ye spare part ntimi nye den na ebesi mo ma yente ase se bi ni ho a na ye bekɔ aboki wa akotobia ya akɔ ne akoto na ye dia solve your problem ye pa mo chewo we dia enye nice bye bye.
Eti no chine bi da so ka say oh dollar yi e artificial because time for a question say ato forcing o me kire ye ade ba akopɛ a watimi aye a eno ana ama dollar e ba form o we so we ni gold board dey buy no ama Ghana nya sika sisi enti no no e support ye economy no e na ama dollar ni sika sem etimi gina na so say ye siri no enya ho dey yes na o some kind of reason ni ade bi but na be dey na so dey anybody be say no I don't know, artificial, fake, because dollar is never 10 cedis, not anywhere. Yeah, you turn on the internet, you know. Dollar is 12.5, 13.5. And to 10 cedis there, dollar is never 10 cedis, but Bank of Ghana is a 10 cedi. And no, and IMF, International Monetary Fund. Oh my Ghana, Bank of Ghana say masa, open. They are what Ghana hoyer, but you're careful, what here because. Won't be trouble country mo na mo nya dia mo pe won't be trouble fie gas o man ye de ntine ene ye de pe da bi won't me nya sa e don't say there how dollar ni series ensem no Bank of Ghana asia intervene a wo ye nema toro kan no onyi ni hu free Bank of Ghana entwi ni hu free series ni dollar ho de ensem no Bank of Ghana entwi ni hu free IMF e de one way e buy ye wura August ye mu ana one way e buy one and e buy na dollar to cedi elder so that 10 cedis 35 pesos right after the one in ebusia dollar akosoro ma isi as I'm speaking to you now na abedru 11 cedis 14 pesos na eno ana media na was na say na money ete Ghana ha eyen senga IMF amemu a kamo the dollar same way eye fragadam ana modi mi ekum ene mu nsume de be wo social media mountain so o mobile clash with Mahama any Bank of Ghana o make can be part actually wo.
Just because of our internal party primary, we've allowed the NDC to be getting away with certain things. So, just look at this. Now the IMF is telling the NDC to stop injecting more dollars into the system just to stabilize the city. We have told you Ghanaians that they are doing nothing magical. They're just pumping dollars into the system to create that artificial stability. Just within this year, in 8 months, the NDC government has injected $4.4 billion just to stabilize the city. And they come and tell you that it is something prudent economic management, whatever. Now, the IMF is telling you that put a stop to it. So we'll see the real economic fundamentals that you were doubting that Ato is forcing. You see, within 8 months, you portrayed the whole thing as if, say, mobile be magic, be an economy not turning around. You can lie to Ghanaians, but you cannot lie to the IMF. Because IMF, there are consequences when it comes to your budgetary support and the subsequent allocations on Beyamo. So that's what it is. Ato is forcing for Munpiembra. After his forcing, they say IMF no ebe exposing the forcing no. What? This is just the beginning. The greatest is behind.
hwɛ enti saa NDC party ya so omo ya omo adwen so omo ne no kra eton kwanta omo apai ɛdɛn kra na omo gi wo oman Ghana ha se party ben na kyese yentumi nya nipa ba ko obetumi ayi da obetumi gina aka no kra akyerɛ oman Ghana fo party ben so na kyese from omo grassroots e de ba upper level nyina kyese ato fon ko a obia no won motumi gina aka no kra e de kyerɛ ne man a omo bui party ben nie NDC for yet Ghana ha and a mobile catcher said dollar and nam here and nam here and nam here, money dollar near buffum and nam 10 cedis and nam here and dry by a dollar and nam 11 cedis. Yeah, no crumbon phantom chain. World Bank and I edit a friend is a warning Edema Bank of Ghana. Say Bank of Ghana, be very careful with the excessive intervention. Would it to a foreign exchange market soon? Be very, very careful. Warn you. And this is one of the things that almost say I am a damn person make kind and almost say then you see World Bank has urged the Bank of Ghana to avoid excessive foreign exchange intervention. They are warning that such a friend saying action could disrupt market balance and weaken economic resilience. Bank of Ghana, World Bank, I don't want you to worry yourself. The people, we are already experiencing that imbalance, that market imbalance, and I said we are already experiencing that. And this company, and this for businessmen, about me praising dollar. Yenhwe video na yambra. Yenhwe.
Maybe $1 once. Me catch them say by the end of this May, dollar no be 9 cedis. And year bow. Mama me catch them by July ending. What them be 4.2.
NDC phone sa NDC businessman ya sanso aba out be complaining they catch the Bank of Ghana, governor of Bank of Ghana say I don't know who so crack.
Dr. Siama, the governor of Bank of Ghana, Doc, William, there is a problem. So one thing I may catch you, there is a problem. I mean, say what business people let you come here, import. And ye easy my cry. Problem ne say, see your co banks near per se transfers for your business. Ye per Forex, ye nyabi.
Enti eyin so mo be frep World Bank so mo ye NPP fo ana da mo de mo imagine say radicracy from e balance obe bo NDC NPP fo aba so a mo be kase irade e NDC ni NPP ni and they ade da ho say obia obe bo NPP fo aba so no sa nipa ni ye NPP ni sa na mo de mo imagine enti no pese mo be frep World Bank for say World Bank for mo ye NPP fo ana say ade na the ball is in your court. Your own people are complaining over the same thing that they praised. Your own people are complaining, and Bank of Ghana gave this caution some time ago that the way the friend said the way I'm manipulating that official way I'm person it will bring a problem and economic imbalance. What you say? Economic imbalance. Markets no just say amount for no to me who markets no say I didn't say and people are already crying. Bank of Ghana betu say that 10 cedi. You call Forex and then I'm 13 cedis. So which is which? Bank of Ghana saying I'm 10 cedi. We should have more dollars in the banks. So say businessmen for NDC for businessmen for ankasa so say dollar ni ho. Party way, di party way echi. Me say Ghana for kakra mo nyi omo squeeze omo adwun age say mo didi mo echi ba ko mi mo didi mo echi. Enche omo nyina ba be hu no kra na gya mo echi di. Na mo de mo pe philosophy papa bien fan time party nechi mo mpe bi papa fan to party no so na mo nkoso fan choro enfan nam
cedi to dollar sensem no ho ye ba be kan say eye Bank of Ghana ho no ana ma ho de niema enti ye be ya Bank of Ghana montete so e ma Bank of Ghana ba bontene betutu bi first time krema hu say governor of Bank of Ghana na criticize no a waba abontena beki kansem hunu dia kire na asiama penso bi nie ana wose o ye nya hwe ho normal perfect good management anche ana IMF ba abontena beka se he se ne mosi ayere Forex mu ewo Bank of Ghana no ebe ha mo nti ebe ya montete so mo hwe niema na mo review niema ene IMF ne beka yo na IMF bef kan asem ne wie ye no still na Bank of Ghana here say oh there be money hwe enti me kai mpo say IMF poka say ne sadia on be review because Cedi na peke dia ene na ho hia say e be kura e be transfer disbursement ne de keka ho enti e ba be review of the policy and then me no ka say Bank of Ghana babon tene say omo easy the Forex system no e wo e friend say Bank of Ghana no enu nti omo easy kakra bi no ama dollar na san keka no ho say jump ya akọ 12 Ghana cedis me na wo ka say na yesere mo still no ayeguso so aye kan say ye hia bi ye pe dollar ne bia ya de yesere mo momma ye kwan na yentimi entobi mfiri aban ho entobi mfiri bank na abochi high abochi tete as a Ghana Bank of Ghana and old rate no na so abochi and kura dollar no enti ye besere mombie kwan to na banks no ntimi $10 no maye na ye hia bi de aye niema why ye pe bi de akokwan so
Abusuafo asemaba. Menoka say the Bank of Ghana cut dollar intervention after IMF concern. Obeka say na say the Obeka kire say IMF abaka kire say dollar na ye hu say na ejina 10 cedi no. Enye say this na ye bibio na emomu no. Omo intervene like omo hwe more dollars into the system. Intervene in the Forex. Eninti no. Abaka kire say masa dem ye mu njai. Na mu njai amama economy no ebe say. Ghana for bet no na IMF timi kire de yenye na NDC for no IMF ye wan. Na be kire wo akwa IMF awo sha IMF asio. That if catch say yadi awood no be way. Me no ka say Bank of Ghana akati of a dollar intervention. Or mo tell say man ye the IMF kana ya hwe asem ebesi. Ye kira wo say amambuo no nya propaganda na edibu. E fact in ye edibu. We to know say we propaganda IMF be abeden. Wa be you to me no ka say the Bank of Ghana akati of a dollar intervention after IMF concern.
Abuja for am ka say Ghana nya de. Edi kar me cheche we bia. No krebi wo ha ese ye ka ne ye nanka ye kapa anka ye to ba wi a ne gidi ba kono ne se ye to ba wi anka politics na ese ye tesu kakra na omaye wo mu ene se de yesi aye politics amana koduro bibia de be politics bibia ne de politics na abato nso de ye to said ye nipa ehobeto no o se MPP preso na enema nkoye enti ato ma NDC ese enema koye sa na obi expect na se NDC nso time na se enema nkoye a eno so ese yeka enti be ka akopim se oman no at least ye be hye ne kakra akra enti na fe no oman chekere ye chekere enti wo chekere ba bi na hodwo no wa gbodpo na obi adro obi attention bi ho ebe ka ho a enye ye firim na be ehu sabi da ba bi ye ni akofa be ka ho ye kire oman eno no ye share afia se ne hu se ye se dollar no ba fom ene ye obi ebosi no kura nso oma ye ti oma ye ni dollar enso da bia dollar be ye problem entina ja obi ebosi afi de ko ba ya say artificial ase mo ebi no mu kan yo say MDC aban ya ewura jo mama da no on fa policy bia e kire say e kwa we mienu ba ko mienu miensa na me fa so a eno nti ama dollar no agina cedi no agina ama dollar no e kofom ki na mo de bom ho safo hen say na Bank of Ghana ana de $1 no gum $1 no gum eno nti ana wokọ table no so a wokọ board no so a obu se dollar no ye say 10.5 ba akọ bank ya wonya bi nto isa abochi ho wokọ abochi nso abochi say 13 cedis afi the IMF abeyi NDC to wati wo mo warning say dollar na omo to e show up the city no omo nyai eno nti eneye kesen Bank of Ghana the rate 11 cedis. As a Bank of Ghana rate here 7 cedis here. Okay, abuchi cedi e be say. Mo amde dollar di Ghana. Because even 11 cedis no kwa okọ banks na unya bi nto. The obenya bi ama no. On the crab born ankasa. On the crab rate no. Was in the end 13.6. The true rate of the dollar no 13.6 because eno na abenya bi ato. Yen fe no to. The etosu mi no
Nyankopɔn ada Roma. Mfie nwɔtwe a MPP ba amambo mu no. Emu mfie nso de ehunu sɛ enkola no BC wɔn tworo wi a awofo nyi wɔn ntoma nton no do wɔn akɔ school. Awofo enkyiri mpɛbesia ansa na mo do wɔn akɔ school. Enma wɔfa asefo ha wɔfanom. Agyanom nya asomdue. Sisi results na ba abonten. Yehwe de ebeba a yewura Mahama eba wo hye se obeye free SHS no obeye ni yie no yehwe ni yie no ba bi a ebeduru na also yaka ho asem if we say na nakufo adobae ya anto books ya anto uniform ya ntwa admission fee ya anto PTA kura ya ntwa and they say yehwe se yewura Mahama de na wo se ode ba na eno ye chen na nakufo ado de no ye hwede no so ebekwa akosie medamase
obetu achire wa adwen ama me e wo comment section ayi Penyah BoG media akra